Thank you.
Welcome everyone. I am. My name is Jenkins Enes. I'm a founder and director of JPower 4. I'm also a MEP. Today I'm going to talk about Microsoft Power Platform. What are the new announcements released in Microsoft Build 2021? Okay. First we can come with the. We have huge number of releases. New announcement happened this MS Build for Power Platform because we have now the Power Platform is enhanced, right? It's a lot of huge number of, let's say everyone, the names also changed and the new products are also attached. First it means Power Effects. This is a March month the Ignite announced. But what is Power Effects? That's a big question, right? Because people suddenly the new name is come, people confused on the name. Okay. When you think my Power Effects is a new name for the formula language for Canvas apps. Okay, it's a no new feature. It's a existing feature, but new enhancements are there. Okay, that's you need to understand that. Okay, it's a March they are renamed it and announced that with a new name, the Canvas apps. The reason is for FH is nothing but is a formula language. Whatever we are using in our Canvas apps, same like Excel formulas, right? Same thing. They are renamed it. Now in this MS build, they are introduced a lot of new features because for the formula language only available in Canvas apps. If you go to model driven apps or in the Canvas app itself, we don't have any other features like attaching any file to write a language like that, right? That are the new features added in the Power Effects. Okay, when you come to one by one, it's a new feature coming in Power itself will allow developers to build apps using natural language powered by GPT-3 natural language. That's they introduced because the Power Effects is a open source and also it's a format of Excel and it's built for low code solution, right? Already it's a low code solution. The reason is totally based on the Excel sheet, Excel formulas, same like DAX formulas in Power BI, right? The same thing. The new features uh, allows to extend the Power Apps Canvas app to model-driven commanding and data-verse calculating columns. And Essence will do preview in the June, right? Just previewed and it's available. Okay. When it come to Power Effects, okay, let's say first thing is you can see the language, the extracting and expanding the formula language. That is the Power Apps Canvas today already available. The same thing, they're coming with a language for everyone. Okay. When you come to language for everyone, it's very important as to us that we stand without any cliff. The spectrum from no code where you are not writing code, right? Because we are writing formulas. Feel that's the reason we are saying it's a low code solution. and and also Microsoft always think about its various products because the users coming from the end user, that's a power users are there. We have admin users are there and pro developers as well as citizen developers. Citizen developer don't prefer to write any code like that, right? Let's say when you come to everyone can prefer to use like a Excel format, then they are familiar because Excel is last 20 years, Excel is there. Like they can easily adapt and they can able to learn from there and able to do anyone or not even a citizen developers. That's the main reason low code solution is very powerful nowadays with the Power Platform. When you come to the language part, that's what's the new in here. The GPT-3, what is that? Already we are pointing out no code. Microsoft are announcing the build during the conference that saying that GPT-3 and Prose. That's a new language they are introducing. GPT-3 is well-known natural language processor that can take English statements and compile them into various other language. And Microsoft going to charge us some more on it. Okay, that's in the Power Effects they are bringing in the GPT-3 because it's a like a YAML language we need to introduce. Okay, and Prose is a technology that we have had a Excel for quite some time before itself we have, and it's like a normal. This already is a built by Microsoft. Already is available. Already integrated with Power BI, Excel, and Visual Studio. Now it's sample code in GitHub also available. We can able to use it. Same thing they are trying to push inside to Power Apps. Okay, that's a we can able to write any image or any event that's you can able to communicate from your GitHub and take back. That's the target to bring the pros. And GPT-3 is totally it will understand any language. Okay, GTP was built by OpenAI, this artificial intelligence, a research and development company that's not part of Microsoft, but it's taken is a open source, right? That's the reason Microsoft taken. They build um, all the parameter, whatever the languages are adapt with the Power Apps, we can easily adapt with the language and bring the artificial intelligence, because nowadays artificial intelligence is the top, right? Because everyone prefer to use that. That based on that, we need to do all the development also, because customer prefer on that. That's the reason GPT-3 is in the place, and uh, auto-regressive language model that use deep learning to produce human-like test. Okay, that's it will return back. And PRO stands with program synthesis already is there. Pros research and engineering team at Microsoft. This is because it's a Microsoft built product and develops APIs for program, and it's already available Power BI, Excel, and Visual Studio. Okay, that's we can use. When you come to the natural language to code with GPT-3, there is an example to have happening here, right? You can see I'm creating a new list here in the gallery in the Canvas application, and I'm going to go and just going to type the natural language in here. Okay. Uh, what GPT-3 just come up with the formulas is automatically bringing the formulas. Okay, automatically whatever you are written, it's bringing the formula as a natural language would give you. Okay, that's the advantage of transform the natural language to the code is using the GPT-3. Okay, when you come to pros, okay, that's a program by example is similar to the pro to that in the GPT-3. Pros will have a example here in the right hand side. You can see you can type give example kind of transformation. I want to that data in the formula based. Okay, that's a easily manage and manipulate the data within the galleries and data tables by applying the patterns. Okay, it's like a pattern. We need to transform the data. Okay, that's a both are little different. One is the natural language conversion. One is totally the pattern, or you want to bring some formula to convert. That's able to do that. Okay, now we can understand already we have a products Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agent. Now Microsoft Dataverse is already named as Common Data Services, and we have a Power FX. Now Power FX is a formula language they introduce. Okay, the Power Apps FX is now the renamed it, and but it's lot of new feature added. That's the reason. Don't think only the formulas there. We have more functionalities are there. Okay, that's a it's a no code end with the spectrum. It's important to we provide tools that allow to no code person who are is a citizen developer, right? That's a Microsoft bring that. And also Microsoft planning to expanding the power efforts, not just for power apps. They are planning to bring Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, and Dataverse. Just already started with a model-driven app and also with the Dataverse. Okay, the virtual agents and Power BI they are not planning to do because already that DAX formula is there. Where a huge DAX is there, right? If you are bringing something new, then again it's a big challenge. That's the reason Microsoft not touching the Power BI, but they are planning with virtual agents as well as Dataverse. In the virtual agents already they are planned with some C# and JavaScript like that. Okay, language totally different way they are bringing it. Okay, when you come to Power Apps, already building the complex solutions using the Power efforts in the language. We are using the Canvas apps with all the different type of formulas, and if you want to use any lookup columns or you want to trying to accomplish with the leveraging the efforts to you can say efforts formula bar and it's same style as Excel we can bring it. Okay, that's a familiar with the Excel. Whoever in the citizen developer, any pro developers, that can easily bring it because they are moved more related to Excel because people are moving to Power Platform is huge compared to the previous years. Nowadays, moving lot of projects are moving to Power Apps, and that's the reason Microsoft also pushing some easy way to bring to adapt. Okay, if you have standard formulas there, we need to bring something easy, same like the Excel, then people are easily adapt it, right? That's the reason Microsoft tried to leverage the same pattern for people that we are very already familiar with in the Excel, right? The same thing they are bringing that same pattern, same way to understand. And language to collaboration. Later, Excel might change, right? That and also we have a Microsoft have a plan to GitHub integration. Okay, for example, we just see the right hand side the image. You can see we have icon, the person, the icon have a width, height, everything, right? That's they can you can add from the GitHub. What is the way of you can handle GitHub? You can handle with a different type of languages, right? As that also, then we need to bring some familiar language. Okay, so if you give some different language, the end user or citizen developers unable to follow. That's the reason Microsoft introduced something easy to do. Whatever the test files or unique workflows, everything you can able to do that. Most of them familiar with the YAML part. Whenever using YAML, there itself we write all the formula. That's the advantage in Power Effects. Okay, the final we web script around. Let's say when you come to the format of similar YAML format, instead of inventing something new, Microsoft adapted the YAML standard. That's the industry today, already available for Docker, and we have Salesforce. Everywhere it's if different people are coming to adapt Power Apps, easy to adapt, right? Because YAML is all over the place they are using. Okay, that's the same already familiar format Microsoft introduced and included with the Visual Studio Code. Okay, the same formula you can return whatever you written in the address bar, right? Now we have a chance to write using your Visual Studio Code. Now you are become a programming like that it will do, but you are still using the same format. Okay, whatever you are writing is no difference. You can, for example, I'm writing for my label bars. What is the properties? What is everything you are selecting in the left side properties or in the property window, you're changing the same thing you write in a code. That's another advantage is we can easily deploy and everything, right? We can able to modify everything, easily manipulate. I don't want to depend with the always open the Power Apps and do that. We can able to do from your Visual Studio Code. That's a developer point of view. This is very useful and they can easily adapt because YAML is non same whatever formula you're returning, you can use the YAML format and you can doing that. Only difference on that. Okay, already I told about it. For Power Efforts is it's moving to everywhere. It's in the general purpose or Excel formula, data flow engine, or it's in the logic or wherever we are using the Power Platform, it's available. Okay, simple like Excel normal formula. Whatever you're using the same thing you available in the Stack for flowing the screen, right? That's the same formula applicable for Excel without VBA. That's a Visual Basic advanced version. Just a Excel formula. You can see the same formula. It's work for your Power Power Apps. Okay, no difference on that. Okay, that's just we are changing the cell name. Here the text box we are using, there is a cell name A1 is using. That's the only difference we can identify and understand. That's much easy to adapt. Okay, the main thing we are doing that. The second part, that's say already released and the Microsoft already using that. Only thing is the GPT 3 as well as the pros are introduced and adapt and the ML is also integration. I believe it's within 1 or 2 months, everyone, the general availability will be there. Now it's in preview. Okay. Now the second feature is model driven commanding and Power Efforts. Okay. Let's say model driven is very famous because it's depend with the dynamic 365 and common data service. That's with the Dataverse, right? People are using who are preferred with the process oriented application development. They're using model driven application, right? Apps. Okay. Microsoft announced commanding is done through scripts, through JavaScript. Okay, let's say we can say we have another announcement already did. Microsoft did that model driven have a new app designer because already we have another classic app designer, but the new app designer have some limitation for some of the features not yet enhanced, but still Microsoft doing that to create a business process flow or everything still in available only in the classic designer. You can able to go with a new designer. It's look like a canvas app development, right? That's similar format and we can able to use the Power Efforts. That's a biggest thing, right? We need to bring able to bring that. If you're writing some JavaScript code, because we have a possibility to write JavaScript code in model driven app, but the biggest challenge is we are if you are asynchronous code or everything you need to handle, right? Microsoft replacing that with a new designer and that same formula bar that you see here in the top right. You can see that the same thing they introduced, and there you can write your formula instead of whatever you already written with the JavaScript or mapping. That's the biggest challenges. Everything we moved with and lot of advantages. Easy to do that, and we can easily identify all the tables in the Dataverse, everything, and we can able to modify. That's the biggest big release in Power Efforts with the model driven apps. Okay. Yeah. That's we can able to see the full screen of this window. We can see the patch function they are adding for model driven app. Normally patch we return only for Canvas app, right? Now we are have able to use these all functions what we did for Canvas apps. All the functions also you can able to use from the to your model driven apps. That's the advantage. Okay, we can identify, look up the table and get it. Everything you can able to use the power efforts. That's a formula oriented language. Okay. The another next release is Dataverse calculator columns. Dataverse means common data services. The new name is Microsoft Dataverse, right? Dataverse calculate column. The commands enable users to manipulate and manage their data. Okay. For the Excel like formula bar from there you can able to modify your calculator column, right? Because already we don't have a Excel like formulas. Okay, the Excel like formula bar in Power Apps Canvas component, right? The same thing we can have a move in the commands section also. We can have a able to do the formula calculator formula. We can do like a Excel formula. It's previously in the SharePoint also we have same model they are Microsoft Indeed. Now we generally they are try to bring the same format for everywhere. Then all users or any citizen developer can easily learn and they can come adapt the product, right? That's the reason Microsoft pushing everything in the same format. All makers can manipulate the data without having a switch UI or kick off your new workflow using a language that's a familiar with. Okay, they say already what's we need to do when you're writing a calculator column. Always you need to write a business rules. Okay, the business rules, everything you need to write in the formula. You can do from in there. Already multiple screens are open. We need to align it and write map the details, everything that also available you can able to do, but still we have advantages. We can use our uh, normal these item dot like that. We can able to identify the columns and able to do all the validation. That's the biggest advantage in Canvas app. Whenever you are adding a sales tax, you can get the calculation unit price into 0.10. That's 10 percentage. We are getting the value and you can writing this it directly. You can able to bring the values as a formula. Okay. The next introduction is Acamptia and FX. That's a new product adapted by Microsoft. Okay, that's a industry leading cloud-based enterprise resource planning company. That's a ERP platform that offers cloud ERP with modules like financial, inventory management, CRM, payroll, and many more. That's they are totally a ERP system. I mean everyone knows it. ERP enterprise resource management planning system, like a Salesforce or a Siebel, like that products. Okay, but they are introduced lot of already having a code like JavaScript everything. Now, because of Microsoft, they are adapted for Power Efforts because leverage the well-known code Excel language with Power Efforts in your own application. That's why they are trying to bring that. Okay, let's say another advantage who are using already using this platform, they can able to adapt easily. We don't need to write all the codes. They can easily include all the calculator columns because everywhere we have a calculator column, right? That's also payroll, everything we need a calculator because systems we can allow to same like this is a platform, same like SharePoint. That is another platform there the ERP solution we can able to modify. Microsoft explore how we can leverage the efforts, power efforts within the product and also they can take it with Microsoft. That's they are doing that. Okay, these are the new features from the power efforts and the main thing is in the power efforts architecture itself they are changed. Okay, let's say you can see that when you see the formula bar uh, written in the JavaScript built in Monaco already is there in that for your Power App systems. Okay, when you that is JavaScript all more available for Canvas apps and model driven because it's running in your browser, right? Because of the browser concept, they are using the Canvas apps and model driven uh, commanding section as well as the dataverse using the JavaScript. When you come to analysis, like your Power Virtual Agent, that's they are using C Sharp. Whenever they are doing the Power Efforts integration with virtual agent, then you can using the C Sharp because it's a bot conversational bot, right? That's the reason they're including that product. Okay. Together, everything's available in your mobiles and everywhere. No, without any issues, everything's available in every different devices using, right? Nowadays every power platform have their own app also everything's working. And also when you go to the Dataverse, it will utilizing T-SQL. That's architecture in the beginning, but still in the top you are using Power Effects. Now you understand, right? Background is different. Canvas apps, model driven, everything JavaScript, right? And Power Virtual Agents. Um, Using the C sharp as a runtime environment. And if you are going to the Dataverse, it is using the TSQL query concept. All together in the front end, we are using Power Effects. No need to write anything. That's the reason the easy is easy to do. Okay, you can write a code in the JavaScript. What it will do? It will take us of asynchronous calls and delegate that, send to the server. It's a big challenges, right? Let's say then project that only retrieves what it needed. Let's say always you need to do all the query with asynchronous. These all taken care by the Power Apps, efforts. Just you can see the above, the hello lookup column. We are taking the data from test apps, the DBR list, and the score greater than min score, right? Dot name. The same thing you are return in your JavaScript take time, as well as you need to verify any error handling you need to do, any record scope or the same syntax as itself. We need to accommodate type checking, everything. You can no need to worry about it because it's everything taken care by the Power Effects. Run only as needed and automatically on demand of min score changes. Same formula for databases and local tables. And error handling. Error handling is very important, right? Whatever error you can easily identify and tell you. When you're writing your JavaScript, obviously you need to take care of all the error handling. Everything. That's the reason Microsoft no need to write any JavaScript code anything. It's automatically converted to bring that. Okay. Then the same expressions or same. And final thing is the roadmap, how we are bringing for the Power Effects concept. You can see June 2021, they are planned to bring, but still it's not available everywhere. They are releasing. Okay, end of 2021, we can get all the places and the data was calculator columns, everything coming by. I believe one or this month will available or this next month soon will be there one by one. What about the general availabilities? You can get the F4 efforts in all the places like model driven apps or Dataverse or your Power Automate. Okay. When you, next one is I'm talking about Power BI because of time concern, little go faster. Okay. When you Power BI part, we can see a lot of new changes in the AI power development. Okay, that means the the new capability to enable the developers to save time and build more complex solution using natural language. That's already we are talking about natural language, right? That's natural language to build the DAX calculation instead of writing code. That's another advantage of they are introducing AI power development. Okay. The second one is they are introducing natural language to DAX generation powered with the GPT-3. The same power develop. First one they are uh, generating DAX calculation. Second one is DAX generation powered by GPT-3. That's the same thing only. We can have a GPT-3 already I explained, right? Let's say we can type your in any languages, it automatically convert as a formula. Same thing you can doing for a DAX. That's also similar to Excel formula, but it's have some extra features are there compared to Power Effects. That's the reason Microsoft not renaming the DAX to Power Effects because a lot of other features because it's a reporting system, right? It's something dashboard you need to generate. That's the reason they are not changing much. Okay, and Microsoft the capability for customers to use natural language to describe what they are trying to accomplish, and also Power BI automatically create a DAX expression for them. That's the biggest advantage they are doing, and it helps developers save time from searching, writing, and refining the formulas. At Microsoft Build, uh, they are demonstrating. That's say you can able to see the video, you can able to see the formula, but still it's not available to show here as a demo. Okay. And the next one is Microsoft collaboration with OpenAI. Is already collaborated with Power Apps also, right? These are features leveraging the OpenAI GPT-3, the same again GPT-3. Um, that's a generative pre-trained transformer. That's already in the market is a OpenAI. Okay. It's advanced natural language AI model trained with 175 billion parameters that implements deep learning to able to both understand and produce human-like test-based prompt of natural language. That's a what is saying. Whatever you're writing, automatically will understand because already 175 million parameters they are already understand and do trained, it will giving a solution. That's why you can easily bring the formulas from your words whatever you're typing. Okay, then we have a automatic aggregation on Power BI. the huge organizations like big organization using the retail market, right? That's a massive volumes of data in Power BI. That's the Power BI introduced the aggregations. Okay, while combining the best of Power BI's in memory capacities with the big data capability, capacities in Azure Analytics and also big data source to provide fast interactive analytics. Right, that's a because of lot of places little complained about the performance with the big data. Has a huge TB data are there. That scenarios we need, they are improving the aggregations over the trillions of rows of data. Okay, that's a trillions of rows of data. They are improved that. Okay, and building the aggregation in Power BI record to data engineer to analyze and telemetry and design an optimized set of tables that enable the most common queries to be handled by Power BI. That's they are improved a lot and they're bringing that. Okay, this it will happen automatically. No need to do anything from your end. Okay, just you can did the telemetry and design the optimized set of table, then it's automatically happen. Okay, this new capability use the machine learning model to analyze. In the background, it's happening a machine learning because now machine learning is very popular. They are using that. Okay, the query patterns and everything they are using. Okay, then streaming the data flows. That's a Power BI Premium only. It's available. It's not available for your Pro or your basic license. Only available for Premium. It's include the automation APIs as well as streaming data flows and automatic aggregations. Okay, that's the advantage is it's sorry, streaming data flows allow every business analyst to work with streaming the data with beautiful drag and drop format. That's the biggest advantage. Okay, because of drag and drop format and there's a no code experience, you will be able to mix and match your streaming data because Pro don't know, not required because it's already doing by your Microsoft infrastructure. Premium is your own capacity you are brought, your license is there. That's a it's allow you to do all the stuff. User can connect to streaming the data using the Azure IoT Hub and Azure Event Hub by right now is in preview. We can able to use. Okay, make confidence decision in real time and also accelerate the time to insight. That's all the biggest changes there. Customers like Grab have the leverage streaming data flows in private preview, testing and benefiting from the power of streaming data capability beyond what current solutions can offer it, while providing business users with potential faster and better insights. Okay, that's the other big changes when you come to the new biggest announcement is Jupyter Notebook integration with Power BI embedded. Okay, I hope everyone had about. We have a portfolio called normally we do have a Power BI desktop. We have a Power BI Pro like, capacities in the premium, and we have a report server. And one more thing, we have a Power BI embedded. That means we want to share some report to outside of your network. If your customer or your vendor somewhere you want to share that scenario, we use the Power BI embedded concept, right? That we need to use our Azure AD client secret, and we can enable with the license. Without license, they can able to access the report, corresponding report they can access. For the same thing, now Jupyter Notebook. What is the purpose of Jupyter Notebook? We can say Jupyter Notebook is also another open source tool. This is a developer open source software open standard because it's Python based application they are developing using Jupyter Notebook. Okay, because it's a simply write and get the data. That's a web based interactive development environment for whatever your code data or whatever. It's very flexible and configure, and you can able to arrange a user interface to support a wide range. You can multiple instance you can create like that. You can able to do. That's a Jupyter Notebook. Okay, from there, Microsoft introduced and given to the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, whenever they are preferred to use, because people are analyzing the data using the Jupyter. You can provide live reporting, educational visualization, or quick access to analysis and save views in production context. And also, you can do Python updates or your R formula updates, everything, and you can analyze and get the data from the Jupyter Notebook. Lot of people are using that who are working with the Python background. Okay, that's a it's very popular and people are right now they are because it's a fully artificial intelligence based the integration. Okay, it will identify all the your reports and bring lot of analyzing report use cases to clear it from the outside. It's not in your Power BI desktop or it's totally integrated with Jupyter Notebook. It's just a report, but you can able to bring the report and analyze the report and bring some data from there and able to do the dashboard. Out of the dashboard you can use lot of achieve lot of use cases. Okay, that's a main advantage. Microsoft integrated, these are people are very happy because who are already using Jupyter Notebook, they are preferred to use this one. Okay, but always remember that you need to set up all your credentials and authentication part. We have a two type of authentication. One is device authentication, another one is a user based. Mostly the device authentication is helpful to bring because mostly the vendors or customer using this type of reports analyzing using the embedded Power BI. Okay, that's a release and it is already available. You can able to use it. Okay. The another one is Process Advisor from Power Automate. Okay, Process Advisor as a new component uh, of Process Automate, a recommend process to automate and enable users without extending the code or ability to automate the repetitive task. Let's say we have a RPA solutions you are added in your Power Automate, or you in that scenario it's very useful. The Power Advisor. Okay, it's by default if per user plans it's available. You can able to use but it's in preview status. Soon it will available the same month. Okay, process advice help you to gain insights about which parts of your process would be best to automate and also identify which activities take the most time and also discover which activities are repeated the most. Like basically you need to improve your automate, right? Automation. Okay, because it's give all the output says these actions are having problem, everything it will provide. Okay, improve efficiency by understanding where the bottlenecks, because right now we don't have like these tools are available. That's right now people are struggling to identify where is it. Yesterday also I got one question from a customer where I can track it all this time. My whole flow, where is my problem happen, any insights to understand. Let's say already Microsoft introduced you can able to use. Let's say we can automation for the modern world. Okay, let's say we think about automation, how people operate. We can see how some of the best organizations are powered by these things they can able to, they are using. Okay, how they are repeatedly daily task and bow down by smart repo automation. Okay, that's the main thing. When you come to automation world, always you think about RPA, right? The robotic uh, process automation. Okay, that's a very important one. Okay, then when you come to that, always you are trusting starting with the robotic process automation, UI based automation to automate the activities. That's the reason Microsoft changed the name to Flow to Power Automation. Okay, that's why you need to remember that we have a biggest change and we have artificial intelligence with that, and we have digital process automation and with business process management, everything you can be able to do. It's not the island, right? It's having all the stuffs in the single place. Now everything you can able to use the process advisor to manage, because people are struggling with that because it's a new tools. People want to know more, but implementation is very easy. Process advisor, let's say six steps started. You can see the normal process and you can create, share, record, edit, analyze, and automate, like a testing, automated testing, right? We can do all this and it will all give the proper report. Okay, single step process. So it's easy step process. Create the process, understand better, then share it to your colleagues to get breadth of experience by having everyone record what they do. Then using our tool, prepare the recording you have, right? Because sharing only in real time problem you can understand. Okay, to your team for 10 members, or you can plan some team and do that. Okay, that's a process advisor. You can able to get all the insights, handling any load, more loading, everything you can handle. Okay. Next one is Fusion Teams. Always you can think about teams, right? Microsoft Power Platform is the best way for teams to build together. Okay. When you come to Fusion Teams, let's say allow your to business to better build better application faster by bringing together. What is the main advantage of Fusion Teams? New Fusion development learning, that's you can have a developer plans or you have a right. plus new developer plans for Power Apps and Power Up platform. And we have a common line interface. There's a CLI support for source code files and packaging. Okay, and a native Microsoft Power Platform, Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code integrations we can able to do, and we can packaging, independent publisher and capabilities, and apply the cycle management acceleration. Okay, and new Visual Studio Code extension available for these with the Power Apps platform, whatever Canvas apps or Power Apps portal development. Right now, Power Apps portal development is very not easy, right? Because they have a UI from your Visual Studio, sorry, browser. They are unable to do all the stuff that the Fusion teams will provide, and now we can able to use the extension, Visual Studio Code extension for Power Apps portal development, whatever the web page development, right? Integrating the canvas of everything, you can easy to do from Visual Studio Code. Now you can understand that everyone moving to Visual Studio Code extension, Visual Studio Code with the extension. Okay, normally Teams app development also they're doing, right? Same like that, they are moving that. We can everyone in the open source development. That's say Microsoft also pushing everyone easy to do, integrate and do together. Okay, and also we have a independent publisher connector certification is there, and also custom code to your custom connector able to do, because before that we don't have any custom connector with the code, right? Always you need to go your custom connector and create a new blank environment, and we can give the URL everything. Now you can able to do with the custom code with your Visual Studio Code extension, and able to develop and deploy in your Power Apps as well as Power Automate. That's a new feature using Fusion Teams. Okay. Then the final one, Power Virtual Agents. I'm give another 2 minutes. I'll close it. Don't worry. Okay. Power Virtual Agent is already is very popular, but the license part is moving slowly. But people are started using the conversation bots, right? Whenever using now they introduced a new feature. It's introduced only in December 2019, right? And it's a low code power platform. People are easy to build their bot, conversation bot, and they can able to share any environment, any websites or everywhere, or your teams or your any application, but it should be a licensed one, user based one you need to bring. Now they're bringing the new feature called bot composer framework. Okay, that's a main thing is whenever you are using the Power Virtual Agent, we have some limitation. Okay, the user can enhance the bot by developing custom dialogues with the bot framework. Already Microsoft planning to bring inside the Power Efforts. Maybe it's in 6 months or 1 month, 1 year. They introduce the Efforts in the Power Virtual Agent. Then you have more features there. Now they are introduce the bot framework composer, and you can able to deploy or host everywhere in the bot content. Okay, that's a another advantage is whenever you are using the framework composer, right? You can go and add your conditions or your expressions or regular expression, whatever you want, and using the code format. That's the advantage. We don't have a format like that. We need to do as only option is able to do as a flow, right? Now it's the advantage you can able to add a composer. Bot framework composer, and you can bring it. That's main reason is Microsoft planning to bring more feature integrate with the Power Virtual Agent from the cognitive services. Right now we have only conversation based bot, right? They are moving forward. They are bringing that. Okay. Um, okay, that's a whenever see the screen, you can able to understand that. Okay. When you come to the want to update any service inside that, we can able to update, and it will automatically available for once you're ready. This you can integrate all the bot framework composer, develop and integrate here. That's a benefit. Okay, that's all in mind. You can learn from this reference about Composer and every product, all the Power Platform. These are new features, all available as a preview. Power Efforts, some of the features are there and others are still coming. I believe July you available. Please refer it and learn from that. Okay, thank you.